Yep. And I don't know if you can see behind me, the door is open. And it's after midnight. It's 18 degrees Celsius out there. Incredible. And it's actually raining too. But you remember I had mentioned a video or two ago about the floor sweating in here? That's what I mean. You know, it gets like that. It's like a first rainfall. First few minutes of rain when you have oil on the roads. Slick, scary. So, as for the big melt, it's done. Other than a little bit beside the portable garage where Kyle was snow blowing it, there's no snow left in the yard at all. It's all gone. Every last bit of it. Yeah, I just watched the news till midnight and come outside. Was at a birthday party for Vivian, our oldest granddaughter. Turned 7 yesterday. She's a St. Patty's Day baby. Didn't do anything on the car. Just too tired. But tomorrow is Monday, and with Monday comes Amber going to work, Kyle's going to work, and I'm going to be at home with the critters. If I can get my ass out of bed, I plan on coming out here. Hey, look at that. My halo's shining again. Hey, you see that? Yep. For my sisters and my mom, honest. It's not tarnished at all. See? Yep. Yeah, I was really tired last night. Don't know why. Well, I do know. It was Vivian's party was at a place called Kid City, and I'll tell you, it was absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy there. You know, a bunch of, probably 150 kids in there just screaming and hollering and running around. Talk about a headache, man. I'd hate to be working there. Couldn't pay me enough to work there with that noise. I'm going to see what I can do to grind the welds on the last welds I did tomorrow. And the spots that are crappy I'll redo. Hopefully I can be a little more steady tomorrow. I think part of the problem is I was trying to do it the way I was laying on my side. I'm going to take the wheels off the car. Because the way they're sitting, I could gain a little bit of space in between them. So, if I take the wheels off, I'll gain just that little extra bit. And if I slide in on the floor instead of on a creeper, I might just have a little bit more room to work. So, I'll give that a try and see what happens. I think what I have to do is sit down and make a list, because I find I'm having trouble keeping organized. I know what I'm doing right now, but what's the next step going to be? You know, right now I know I have to put the motor in with the transmission mount in place, and then figure out how to mark the holes so I can drill for the transmission mount, and then I have to, you know, get the transmission back and motor back out and drill the holes and make sure, and then when I put it in and bolt the transmission mount down, I'll have to raise and lower the motor and transmission until I get the right output shaft angle. But there's a lot of other things, and being an older car, I likely should start looking for some of the parts I'm going to need right away. I have most of the parts to convert the brakes on the front to Volvo brakes. It's a 4 caliper system as opposed to the 2. And I have to take the rotors and get them machined down. Now I don't know if I'm going to go into where I used to work, the phone garage. I can use their lathes anytime, or I could just take them to the local garage here. They have a brake lathe, and likely cost me as much to get them to machine them down as it would for me to drive into town. This will be the last week working on the car for a little bit, because next weekend Brad and Allison, we're driving them to the airport with the kids on Saturday morning, and they're flying to Ottawa to visit my sister for a week. And when they fly back, my sister's flying here for 3 weeks. She has a lot of holidays to use up, and she because of vacations and stat holidays and everything, she doesn't have to take too many days of holidays to be able to take 3 weeks off and come here. And she'll be here out for the 5th, April 5th, which is the 5th anniversary of my dad's passing. So I guess she figures it's would be important for her to be here for that, for Mom. And I don't blame her. But next week Amber and I are gonna have to go to spend some time with my mom. We'll have to take the dogs with us too. My sister and brother-in-law are going to somewhere in Mexico to play golf. My sister needs a vacation. It's been 2 or 3 months since they went to Vegas, so. And then she was in Las Vegas, I think in October or November or sometime, for a conference with her work, and she spent an extra 3 or 4 days there. So she hasn't had, she's only had 2 trips to Vegas in the last 5 months before this. And next week is also spring break for school here, so it's the 1 week that Amber gets off work that we could have traveled, but we'll be taking care of my mom, which it's fine. I got to do more than I have been. And we have to take the dogs because with Brad and Allison gone, they have a dog and a cat, and Kyle is going to go and stay at their house to take care of their house and their pets. So we can't just go to my mom's and leave the dogs here. So we'll take them. We might overnight once or twice there and come back for a day or two. And it just kind of sucks because we were hoping to get away for 2 or 3 days. Last year we went to a resort in the White Shell, a place called West Hawk Lake. It's actually a lake that was made by a great big meteor. Very deep lake, I can't remember, 180 feet deep or something. It's not a huge lake, but it was formed by a meteor striking the Earth, however many millions of years ago. So, and then we were going to go out for a few days at Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's. But then my sister was in town from Ottawa, and with all the family get-togethers and everything, we couldn't go then either. So it just seems every time something comes up and we end up not taking holidays because everyone else needs their time off. Now I can hear Bo at the door. Anyway, a little annoyed at that, but anyway, I think I'm going to close down. I'm not doing anything anyway. Probably almost 12:30 at night, 18 degrees, but a little bit humid. Floor is sweating. I thought I was going to get away with it not sweating too much this year, but it's not as bad as it has been in past years, but it's bad enough that you have to be careful walking on it, and it'll be like this for a couple of weeks. Or maybe not quite so long, because we're supposed to be getting, normal temperature right now is around 0 or -1, and we were 20 today, and we're supposed to be 24 tomorrow. And I think the coldest day in the next week is supposed to be +18. So, incredible weather. And, what is it today? The 18th? Thursday coming up, March 22nd. That number sounds familiar, eh? Amber and I are going to be celebrating our 26th wedding anniversary. I never forget it because I picked the date based on my racing car number. What do you want, Bo? Hey? What do you want? Hey? What? What do you want? You want in? What do you want me to do about it? Hey? Hey? What? Should I let you in? It's 15 degrees in the garage, 12:30 at night. And tomorrow I am going to get out there and get something done for a change. I'm going to try actually to go to bed early tonight. I tried last night. I was falling asleep in my chair and went to bed at 11 o'clock last night. And at 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning, I was still wide awake. I don't know. That wears on you. Emotionally, psychologically, physically. Falling down in sleep. And as soon as I hit the pillow, wide awake. I've tried reading. I've tried meditation. I've tried a form of self-hypnosis, relaxation techniques that kind of go with yoga. You name it, I've likely tried. I've even tried taking a few shots of whiskey. And I don't know why, I just don't sleep. Usually go to sleep around 4 or 5 in the morning, and I'm usually up by 9:30. My body needs 8 or 9 hours with the fatigue I have, and I never get it. Anyway, I'm going to, maybe tonight if I can't sleep, I'll sit down with a pad of paper and start making a list for the car. Things that I'm, kind of a logical order to kind of do things. Lists are my friends these days. Well, I hope this finds everyone well, and sorry it wasn't an update on the car, but let's see what I can do tomorrow. Catch you later. Have a good one.